all temp or?
No, Intelligent.
Really?
Well, they used to be in Arlington Heights, but I think they moved out to Dundee.
Dundee?
You know, the reason we've stayed with them is shortly after moving in, we did, before the basement was even finished, we had about 3 feet of water in the basement because the sump went out. And he came over at 2 in the morning and took care of it. And I said, okay, I'm going to use this,
Yeah.
But when I talked to them yesterday, I said, look, you guys are, my take, I've not worked with ABC before, but my take is that they're a little bit on the pricier side.
Smaller companies.
It's always the highest level, newest tech, which is great when you're having things serviced, but I told them, I said, I'm getting quotes from.
Yeah. See, we have a maintenance program too, and our maintenance program includes all your HVAC, includes your water heater, drained, cleaned once a year, servicing your sump pump once a year. With us too, I mean, literally we're right off in Dundee. You with our program, you get 24-hour emergency service 7 days a week with that too.
Yeah,
where
that's great.
it covers,
That's great.
and that's for all your plumbing, electrical, sewer, and HVAC. So, it's just we're bigger.
Send someone else out on the plumbing stuff, or do you do that as well?
No, so for plumbing, the only thing that I do are water heaters, but then we have our plumbers that come out and for everything
They
else.
do this kind of system?
Yep.
This is the Ion Genesis dual pump, computerized.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. They do that. We do everything. We install Generacs, you name it. And all of our guys too are licensed. They all have to. Yeah, everyone is.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's all of our technicians for HVAC are NACE certified. Let me turn this and we'll get everything back on here. See, that's your inducer motor firing off. That's weird. Did they go into your heat exchanger with a camera?
They did.
And what'd they say?
Some crystallization. Does that sound right?
Yeah. So what we look at is, because what happens is the inside of the units over time will rust up your heat exchanger. This thing right here is the most expensive component to the unit, most important out of all your HVAC, because obviously gas, carbon monoxide, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times.
Yeah, he did. In fact, I'll show it to you. It's on I haven't printed it out.
So when we start seeing, like in there, when you start seeing those orange flashes, that's usually a sign. The crystallization, which is the rust, that's when you start seeing it a little bit more instead of just clear blue.
Right.
Yeah. But I'll be honest with you, Terry, that's just age of the unit.
Yeah.
Over time, the heat exchanger is going to rust up. Blower motor just turned on. But they're going to rust up. We always want to make sure we catch it before that rust turns into a crack.
Right.
So, but typically when you see those little orange in there, that's part of that. That's just age. Nothing you can do, but just making sure you get it serviced so you always catch it. That's the thing now. That's what when we sit down and go over it and you look at the warranties. No one's going to beat our warranties. Because even on that heat exchanger, on this thing here, if you had to replace just that heat exchanger, the heat exchanger is the only component on all your HVAC you actually have to get from manufacturer. We can get any other part for this from anywhere. Heat exchanger. So age of the unit, they know we need it, so they charge an arm and a leg. And for us to change that, see that shut off pretty fast. That's probably, I wonder, that shut off really fast. No big deal. But when they change that out, this comes out. Everything has to come out. It takes about 10 to 12 hours. To replace the heat exchanger in this, probably anywhere from $3,000-$4,000. And then you're just like,
Right, that's, well, that's.
but
that was it.
that
That was
turns
the-
off pretty fast. The blower motor's still going, it's circulating air.
Right.
Let's go sit down.
Yeah.
Let's go, brother.